Hi guys, this is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and I'm Stacy, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about GMO popcorn. Guess what? There's no GMO popcorn, so I want to encourage you guys to start eating popcorn. And this is popcorn that Doug and I grew 2 years ago. And on a rainy day, I like to sit here and, I'll just go ahead and pop it off, because you do it for a while and you get little calluses on your thumb, so I have to be careful. I'll just do a few, every day, and then I put it in my little jar, and then we have it for a snack with some coconut oil. I usually make it with coconut oil because it is just the best. When we started doing coconut oil, it just kind of puts the flavor at a different level, and it's wonderful. And it's got a high burn point, and it's a very healthful oil. You don't have to worry about it getting rancid or messing up your popcorn. So I really encourage you guys to use coconut oil when you're making it. And the other wonderful thing about the popcorn, okay, here's our kernels. They're on the shuck. We kept them in there. I just keep them in a dry place. When you plant it, so you guys that are homesteading, you have a garden, you're living in a subdivision and you have a garden and you want to go ahead and start planting it, you just keep this, and then you just use each one of these, and this is a seed, and you're going to plant it and it will grow a plant. Very easy. So next year, or in the spring, when you're thinking about what to grow, popcorn would be great. Just a great thing to do. And you need to do it when you're growing your popcorn. Make sure at least you have 2 rows, because they need to help, for pollination. If you just do 1 row of popcorn, it won't work. You need to have 2 rows. So make sure you do that. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit now about the health benefits of popcorn. It is 100% whole grain. It is so high in fiber. I mean, it's like off the charts. Just wonderful. I think I was reading 1.3 grams of fiber in a cup of popcorn. And that's huge, huge. Great to help lower your cholesterol. It helps with anti-aging. It helps with, you're getting loads of vitamins and minerals, a lot of B vitamins, and it's very high in iron. It has more iron than eggs and milk. Okay, and it's gluten-free. I mean, there's so many people out there that are having autoimmune issues. A lot of people are on gluten-free diets. You could use it as a breading, and I love this. You get the popcorn, you just mash it up. You can use it as, like a coating. If you're going to make fish or chicken, put some seasoning in it. You can make your own croutons out of popcorn. Here's your popcorn. You can put them in the oven a little bit, maybe get them more crunchy, put some seasonings on it. There you go. Great, great snacks for children. Forget the Doritos. Forget all these snacks that are chemical laden and they're just so messed up. Start making popcorn. You can put it in the bag, make a bunch of it, and it'll last a few days. So use that as snacks for your children instead of, this processed stuff that you buy and the garbage that you buy at the grocery store. I want to encourage you guys to start growing your own foods. I mean, it's so cool that this is easy. This is probably one of the easiest things we grow. You don't really have to worry about much of anything. And then when you're growing your popcorn, we like to put gourds and stuff. If we have, any gourds or things that can grow up and wrap around the popcorn, you can kind of put them in there, and then you don't need a lot of room. So popcorn's pretty good, and you don't have a lot of weeds, and it's easy. And then usually we try to wait until after the first frost to harvest it, because it has a little better flavor. But if it's ready, if it's been raining a lot, you want to harvest it, and it's just a fabulous, fabulous snack. And I just want you guys to stay away from using the microwave. Because it ruins the food. Who says you're eating healthy when you're putting your healthy food, your potatoes or your meat or your carrots or whatever, in the microwave and heating it up? Because it just ruins it. If you don't believe me, check on what happens when you put your food in the microwave. It just causes major damage to your food, and then you're putting it inside of you, and it changes your blood chemistry, and it's just not a good thing. So I want you guys to start eating some popcorn so you can get the fiber. And on a rainy day, you could be like me, and you can kind of, go ahead and do your own popcorn and pop it. And then the one thing is bad when you do it, you find it all over the house, maybe like weeks later when you're sweeping up. But other than that, it's just great, and Doug and I love it, and I want you guys to check it out. So all you homestead homies out there, I want to thank you guys, and grow your own popcorn. It's not GMO. See you guys later.